Hello, welcome back to the Haunted Haven. It feels very good to be saying that again. And welcome to yet another South of Sanity candle review. And we are doing South of Sanity's Halloween 2026. Oh my gosh, that's crazy to say. I got a whole bunch of samples for the Halloween release, and I was not expecting that. This came very early to me this year, but I'm so happy to have them. Gulp. Yes, I'm very happy to have them, and we are gonna go over Virgil's release. I imagine that my discount code also is going to stay the same. It's Haven 1031. I imagine that that still works. I don't know if that works on wax melts, but for the candles, I imagine that we'll still do Haven 1031. I will check back and make sure that that is the case. So check the description box for the release date, my discount code. So obviously South of Sanity candles, really near and dear to my heart. Virgil is an absolute treasure and blessing, just a dear friend, a wonderful, wonderful human being, and as it so happens, extremely talented candle maker and scent blender. So, South of Sanity specializes in spooky Halloween candles year-round. They do normally summer releases, they've done Christmas, they've done spring, and then obviously Halloween in October is where Virgil shines the absolute best. I do not have the spooky scores on this. Normally Virgil will put out some spooky scores, 0 to 10, 10 being the spookiest. But I do not have that right now, so we are gonna have to go, maybe I'll give them my own custom spooky score. So we're gonna go through, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 candles! That's a lot, but we're gonna get through it all. And we're gonna start now. Alright, I am looking at the website, and as of now, none of these are listed on the website. So these are gonna be brand new, as far as I can tell, brand new scents. So yeah, we're gonna have to give them our own spooky custom rating. We're gonna start off with Stingy Jack. Stingy Jack is here. We've got a full-size sample of that. And also, just to take a look on the back, Virgil has started to do these kind of mottled wax, tie-dye type coloring situations in his wax. Some of them do kind of bleed to the top and make very interesting. Like I have the poolside one. Oh my god, this smells good. I have the poolside one, it colored the entire top of it blue. But yeah, he's done this really nice detail. I like that quite a lot. So let's go back. Stingy Jack. We have toasted jack-o'-lantern lid. Awesome. Charcoal embers, wood fire, and hickory smoke. It smells so good. I didn't even take a full smell of it, but just opening that little bit up. Wow, is that, if you're a fire scent person, you're gonna love this. You're gonna absolutely love this. It is all, it's the, I get particularly like charcoal and the wood fire. Oh, and the hickory. Now the hickory's coming through really nicely, actually, yeah. Now, this isn't, it says toasted jack-o'-lantern lid. It's not a pumpkin scent to me at all. So you're not gonna, if you're not a fan of the pumpkin scent. Oddly enough, I don't know if it's just because of the wood smoke element, but I am getting a marshmallow component of this. Not sweet, but it's putting me in the mind of the marshmallow type thing. But I would say, like, it's not like darkly like charcoal black, that kind of burnt. It's really nice, beautiful fire scent, beautiful wood smoke scent. I do think it's a little bit happier. Again, like I'm not sure if it's just because it's a fire component, but I'm getting something a little bit slightly gourmand in here. It puts me in the mind of marshmallow or caramel. Just slightly. Just slightly. It's not a gourmand scent. It's not a super sweet, but it's not going to be dark charcoal, black, burnt, everything burnt to a crisp. It's really beautiful. It's also, I would say, different. It's different than, for example, Halloween Bonfire. Halloween Bonfire is so smoky, and I think the hickory's doing a lot for this candle to not make it go overly in that direction. But yeah, if you want a nice, it's warm, it's friendly, welcoming wood fire scent. I love this one. This is awesome. This is great. I'm a real fire scent person, so this is really quite beautiful. I really like Stingy Jack a lot. It's awesome. Next we have Tarot. Where are you? Tarot. Beautiful design on this one. Taro is going to be vintage books, sweet red licorice, and soft woods. That's a really interesting combination. That's a really beautiful blend. If you're not a licorice fan, it's, oh, maybe a little bit afterwards, yeah. I was about to say, it doesn't, the first thing that hits you is not licorice though. It's in there. Honestly, I don't know what red licorice is like, but this reminds me of black licorice. Maybe people red licorice to not scare people away because it's not super strong. I do get, the blend is really nice. Let's see, vintage books, soft woods. Yeah, it's very soft. I would say kind of powdery, not baby powder, but like maybe dusty. Dusty might be a good word for it. It's got a softness to it. Things are blended together very beautifully. Like I feel like it's a nice balanced trifecta of things. A little bit of cologne, body care, men's body care type thing going on. But yeah, the licorice is soft. I would say you get kind of like a dusty powdery thing from the vintage books. And like a nice rounded out grounded thing, element from the woods that again for me, it reads almost a little bit like men's body care. This would be a very comforting one. Like I can see myself lighting this at night while I'm kind of wrapping up the day, getting ready for bed, that type of thing. Like this to me reads very self-care, oddly enough. Look, it comes out. Yum. No, it does. It's very soft, it's comforting, self-care type thing. I don't think, oh, I didn't give my spooky reading. Stingy Jack. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 10 spooks. Maybe 5 out of 10 spooks. We'll say 5 out of 10 spooks on this one. No, never mind. We'll go back at the end, because I feel like my spookometer is gonna get shifted. I don't think this one is super spooky. Honestly, I don't think Tara's that spooky. I'm gonna give Tara like 3 or 4 out of 10 spooks. Yeah, so we'll put Tara as 3 or 4 out of 10 spooks. We'll see if I come back for that. Soul Cake. Where are you? Soul Cake, here it is. Cool, very cool. Traditional soul cake recipe from the ancestors. Pastry, raisins, and autumn spices. This one may change a little to give it a little more strength, but the core will be the same. Okay, so that's kind of Virgil's caveat. This one might come out a little bit different as he reformulates it, but the base of it is the pastry, the raisins, and the autumn spices. This is our gourmand. Whoa! That is not gourmand to me at all. That's a really nice potpourri. That's a really beautiful spice blend that is more potpourri than anything. Oh, that's so good. You know what this reminds me of? Pomander. It doesn't have a strong orange component, but the clove component is that strong and that beautiful. This is such a great, oh, this is such a good autumn spice scent. Particularly, it reminds me a lot of Thanksgiving. Do you see my brain? My brain is starting to go all over, like I can't remember anything anymore. Thanksgiving. This would be an awesome Thanksgiving scent. I think this is, I don't know what to say about this because it's like, this is seasonal. I don't want to call it not spooky because it is. It's fall. It's very, very fall. But I can see this going beautifully for Thanksgiving as much as prepping for Halloween. This might be one of my favorite things. I swear, this is one of my favorite things that I have smelled in so long. I am blown away. I'm blown away by Soul Cake. This is so good. This is one of the most perfect scents for me. I'm getting a little bit of that pastry now too. My God, it's so good. Like if you think about going into Michael's, you know how at Michael's they will have, this just reminded me so much of that, like they'll have the pine cones or they'll have this specific like candles, that mix of like the smell of the pine cones and the fall candles and like that kind of thing happening. There's like cinnamon, there's clove, there's a little bit of the pastry happening. It's really, it reminds me so much of those potpourri mixes. This is so good. This is it would be hard for me to beat this in terms of just fall spice, clove, cinnamon. So good. I mean, I don't know what raisins are particularly supposed to smell like. I'm not getting a lot of that. I just really get a really awesome, amazing fall spices potpourri mixture. And oh, this is divine. This is so good. Spooky meter, I don't know. The spooky meter, that's 3 maybe? It's not that spooky, but it is distinctly fall. If we were gonna put it on like the fall meter, it's like an 11 out of 10. Okay. Wow. Wow! That made me happy. That made me happy. All right. Raven's Hollow. Raven's Hollow. I really hope he doesn't change the packaging on this because that's super cool. I love that so much. Raven's Hollow is Hollow's Fog. What an awesome scent note. Hollow's Fog. Raven Feather Musk and Cedar Wood Smoke. Raven Feather Musk, Cedar Wood Smoke, and Hollow's Fog. Now this reminds me of a Haunted Hollows type thing, but maybe a little bit smokier. There is, when I heard Raven Feather Musk, you know, it just sounds like a fun made up note, but there is something to that here. There is a light and airiness. It really kind of does feel like a musk that has been aerified. It's not that kind of animalistic in the ground roaming through the woods. It is a aerified musk. Probably also helped out by that fog scent. Yeah, I'm getting a very spooky graveyard type, wild graveyard type thing. Ooh, and then I'm getting the cedarwood smoke down here. For some reason. Yeah. For some reason it's like on the bottom of the melt, it's like all the cedarwood went here, and then the fog is up here, the Raven Feather Musk cedarwood smoke. Ooh, super nice. It's a more woodsy version of a haunted fog machine type thing. Yeah, that fog note at the top, really light, airy, spooky, but light, and then you've got that cedarwood smoke, really bringing that fire in the distance. So you're like in a graveyard. My image of this one is you're in a graveyard, it's spooky, it's misty all around you, and you see a flicker of fire in the distance, and you start to actually get the smell of the fire coming towards you. So you've got this mixture of misty night, spooky air, and fire coming at you a little bit in the distance, and it's super spooky. I'm gonna give this like a 8 to 9 out of the spookometer. Raven's Hollow. I mean, I feel like it does kind of what the intention here also. Like maybe you're walking around in a cemetery, you find this spooky castle type thing situation. That's where the fire smell is coming from. But you're smelling the night air all around you. I really like this one a lot. That's delightful. Very delightful. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Purple Pumpkin. Where's Purple Pumpkin? I'm gonna go ahead and say that this was Virgil's attempt at Purple Pumpkin. What else do we have here? Guising. I'll have to look what Guising means. Crop circle? Virgil, I don't have crop circle! What the frickin' frick, boy? Alright, I don't have crop circle. God. Alright, Marshmallow Pumpkin. I'm just making sure this is Marshmallow Pumpkin, Guising, Autumn Storm, Passive Aggressive Pumpkin. Alright, and I don't have crop circle, Virgil, so... Anyway, I'm gonna assume this is... Oh, no. I'm gonna assume that this is Purple Pumpkin. I'm just gonna assume that this is Virgil's version of this. Okay. My take of Scentsey's Fairy Tale Pumpkin. We have blackberry, pumpkin, plum, and a hint of anise. Or anise, whoever, I don't know how you say that word. I don't know what Scentsey's Fairy Tale Pumpkin smells like, but it sounds like this is gonna be a berry pumpkin type deal. Blackberry, pumpkin, plum, and hint of anise. No, that's nice. That also reminds me of a potpourri thing. I'm not as nice as the other one, but it is a nice potpourri scent to me. Definitely get the anise, and it is made a little bit like softer, sweeter. I can see why they named this Fairy Tale Pumpkin, because there is a softness, a fun, magical type component that goes on top of the anise. The anise, you know, usually quite spooky. Blackberry, pumpkin, plum, hint of anise. sweet. I mean, for me, I'm not a berry person, but if you do like a berry scent, there's a pumpkin, obviously the pumpkin scent coming through, but if you like a pumpkin base, anise and berries, you know, something to be lightened up and made more fun and fruity and playful. It's a very playful scent, I would say. To me, I also get, I mean, maybe that's the anise, but I get a spice component to this. Blackberry pumpkin, plum, hint of anise. I mean, yeah. Could just be the anise, but I get a little bit of spices, like pumpkin spice in there as well. Don't know if that's actually in there. Maybe that's just how it's blending together. Let me smell the bottom. Yeah, I would say, again, this kind of goes for me in the potpourri category, but just a little bit lighter and more fun. 10 out of 10 on the label on this one. Virgil, keep the label on this one. I think that this is really one of your best yet. The only thing I would say is potentially better is Grandmama's label of you on the hunky Virgil candle. But yeah, aside from that, 10 out of 10, second best South of Sanity label I've ever seen. And that is Fairy Tale Pumpkin. Sorry, Purple Pumpkin. Scentsy, don't sue Virgil. It's Purple Pumpkin. All right, next we have Marshmallow Pumpkin. What a neat idea. There's a flaming marshmallow melting on top of the pumpkin. So we've got toasted marshmallow and toasted pumpkin spice. Pretty straightforward. Oh, I forgot to give a spookometer. This isn't spooky. I would give it like a 1 or 2 out of 10. It's got the pumpkin in there, so it's a little spooky and the anise, but I think it's fine. I would give it a 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10 spookies. Oddly enough, for Marshmallow Pumpkin, I need to take a drink. I have a coffee drink to cleanse my palate. Oh God, okay. Marshmallow Pumpkin. I get this pumpkin spice way more than I get marshmallow. It's really light to me. What the heck? I get anise on this one, is it? Is it on my hand? It's not on my hand. This is sweet pumpkin spice to me. Much more sweet pumpkin spices than I get the marshmallow. I don't get a strong... Do I? Not really. I don't get a strong marshmallow. No. This is sweet pumpkin. You know what this is reminding me of? Chai tea. This is reminding me of chai tea. All of those spices, a little bit of sweetness. Pumpkin base, sure. But I don't get a lot of marshmallow. Maybe this one requires a burn. Oh, you know what? I just smelled it and I got a little bit. But the marshmallow, I would say, is hiding. I wouldn't say this one is marshmallow heavy or marshmallow forward. Oh, now I'm getting it. You gotta let it sink in a little bit sometimes with these. But it's very faint. It's very faint, and the truth about this marshmallow is that because it is not super sweet, you just get the marshmallow kind of essence. Very light marshmallow, not sweet marshmallow, but the true marshmallow root is what I mean. That marshmallow earthy root. Yes. Marshmallow earthy root, super nice. Chai tea spices, pumpkin spices. The more I'm smelling it, the more I'm getting it. So hopefully it's not all over my gosh dang face right now. But yeah, the more I'm smelling it, the more I'm getting it. This one is really interesting, developed over time. I would give this like, yeah, I mean, the more I smelled it, the spookier it got. I don't know, 3 out of 10 spooks? Well, let's call it 3 out of 10 spooks. I don't know. Marshmallow Pumpkin, we're gonna go with 3 out of 10. Guising. Now, what the heck does that mean? I need to figure out, what does Guising mean? Guising is the traditional Scottish and Irish practice of dressing up in costumes and going door to door. Oh my gosh. Typically recognized as the origin of modern trick-or-treating. Typically takes place around Halloween. Participants reciting a joke, singing, or performing a short play to earn treats. The word derives from disguise. Guising is derived from disguise. Okay, so this is basically the origins of Halloween. A guy in dressing up as Count Dracula. So, sorry, I don't know if that actually focused. Focus! Focus! Do it! Okay, there we are. Okay. So, we've got Halloween makeup and Halloween mask. So I'm gonna guess that this one is gonna smell a little bit like that basey kind of clay makeup base, like the smell of foundation, the smell of a makeup base, that kind of thing. And a Halloween mask is rubber. This is gonna smell weird, I think. It does smell weird. It's not bad. It's really not that bad. It's so interesting. This is a very experimental candle. I would definitely say that. Virgil made another one called like DVD something or other. It was like so weird. It was like there was a lot of really weird like movie rental thing. All right. Anyway, I'm just reminded of how weird some of his scents are. But anyway, what's going on here? What's going on is we've got a good smell. Yes. Kind of cakey makeup. Makeup to me always has a really nice smell, like that foundation smell. Perhaps if you haven't worn a lot of makeup, you don't know what I'm talking about, but it's like a kind of like clay type, gosh, how do I describe that? It smells like makeup, foundation, white paint, that kind of thing. It doesn't overly smell like rubber. Honestly, it smells pretty good, but also there's a hint of plastic. It's really weird. I'm trying to imagine what this is gonna actually smell like when you light it up. It's like cakey makeup, a little bit of plastic at the end. A little, like the bottom is getting more chemical-y for me, so it's like that kind of is like where the plastic smell comes in. I can imagine lighting this. I think it is definitely one of the more experimental smells. It's not gonna be the one that you're gonna light for like the general friends gathering, unless your friends are candle aficionado freaks. Probably they might be, given, you know, what corner of the internet you are in right now. Never mind. You are that person. This is really weird. It will smell good, for sure. Like, I don't want anybody to be like, what the heck is this? Honestly, that's what it is. I think you might have to just smell this one for yourself. Unless you have a direct experience with foundation, powder, creamy white makeup, and the plastic smell on this is like, I don't even know how to describe that. It smells like plastic. It's really weird. But it's super good. This is an odd one, super odd. I love the idea. Great concept. Great, awesome, super individual concept for this. Makeup and Halloween mask as a candle. Awesome. Love it. Love it to bits. Love it to bits. Crop circle, thanks for nothing, Virgil didn't send me. It's damp corn husk, hay, and damp earth. Damn it, that sounds really fun. That sounds good. But we'll go ahead. Frick, Guising. Spookometer on this one. Spookometer. This is so weird and odd. I'm gonna give it like a 6 or a 7 because sometimes with the Spookometer, what I think of is like also like how niche and how welcoming. And this goes quite high on the niche. It's not that it's an unwelcoming smell, but it's just really weird. So like, would you burn it for the normies, or would you burn it for like the Halloween enthusiasts? You'd only burn it for the enthusiasts, which like 6 or 7, like maybe 7 for Guising. Crop circle, probably would have been like a 10 out of 10, but we don't know. Autumn Storm is going to be, this is the label for, what do I think of this? Oh, it's a big pile of leaves. Focus. Focus. Do it. Focus. Okay. Autumn petrichor, wet leaves, damp tree bark, and autumn air. Ooh, this sounds like it's going to be a massive spookometer on this one, if I'm going to take a guess. Autumn petrichor, wet leaves, damp bark, autumn air. Boy, is that amazing. That is an amazing autumn nature scent. I get a very clear, I mean, it's actually doing exactly what the label suggests. I get a very clear scent of a pile of wet leaves, decaying wet leaves. Oh my God, it's really amazing. That's really amazing. He has captured the earthiness of a pile of wet leaves. Wow. Autumn petrichor, wet leaves, damp tree bark, and autumn air. The petrichor is making it so wet, but I'm getting this collective decay The damp tree bark. Oh my god, there is just an aliveness to this. This is amazing, Virgil. Wow. And the layers of the leaves keep revealing themselves. Like it's getting more rich the more I smell it. Wow. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Yes. There's I don't know if it's the petrichor or the damp tree bark. Something is different. It's like I feel like the oils like distribute differently. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time describing this one beyond what I've said, but a wet pile of leaves, beautiful autumn decay, wet. I mean, I get the damp tree bark. I get that petrichor. The unique layers in this also, because it is a distinct layers of wet and decay. Just different notes revealing themselves through this. I mean, this is exquisite is all I can really say. This is absolutely exquisite. Delightful. Oh, this is just so delightful. If you are an autumn leaves person, if you like the autumn leaves scent note, you're going to dive with this. It's so good. It's so good. It's so unique. I've never smelled anything done quite like that. I mean, this is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. Autumn Storm is just to die for. Oh, this is amazing. Amazing. Virgil, it's incredible. It's so good. All right, Autumn Storm. On like the artistic and beauty scale, we're gonna give it like 100 out of 10. On the spooky scale, it really is quite spooky. I'm gonna give it like a 7 out of 10. It's not dark, but it has a lot of decay to it. It's spicier in a more warming way than I would say necessarily like a really dark scent is. But I think because it carries so much of that fall decay and artistically incredible, just beautiful. And now we are on to the last one. Very, very funny. Passive aggressive pumpkin. Now I would love to have the scent story for this one. Virgil left me with just the notes, not really much to go by with regards to the scent stories. But I would love to know why passive aggressive pumpkin. Regardless, we've got pumpkin, clove, patchouli, and autumn spices, and we've got a little crow sitting on top of a purple pumpkin. Not quite sure what the symbolism is for that. Maybe the crow is a little bit of talks back and has a little bit of attitude. Maybe that's the whole scent story behind this. Regardless, we've got pumpkin, clove, patchouli, and autumn spices. Sounds like a quintessential fall candle to me. It is surprisingly sweeter than I was thinking. I'm not getting first hit of this. I'm getting more fruity, and I don't get patchouli. Let me see what on earth is doing that. All right, I am not sure. This is turning out to be a very different candle than I had envisioned, and I am getting a stone fruit, dark fruit, maybe plum or dark cherry. I am getting a fruit background on this quite heavily, and I am not getting a patchouli. Do I get a pumpkin? Yes, pumpkin. Pumpkin for sure. But it's leaning almost dark cherry, dark plum pumpkin for me. The spices are there, like the pumpkin spice, the autumn spices are there. Maybe the patchouli is just doing something strange in my nose today or something. No, I am, like I said, I am definitely getting some sort of, like, it almost leans gourmand due to a fruity nature of this. I'm trying to think of why this is passive aggressive. I mean, I feel like this isn't my favorite candle, we'll just put it that way, because I'm getting like those dark fruit scents. Like, I can see a little bit why it's passive aggressive in terms of, like, it is kind of sharp and strong, but it's not, it's moody. Oh, that's a great word for this candle. It's definitely moody. But like I would say, yeah, like a pumpkin with some dark fruits and the pumpkin spices. Patchouli for me, I don't think so. Or, I mean, sure, it's in there, but it's just like the way it's mixing, the way it's winding up. it's very interesting for me. It's quite odd. Odd candle, this one. I don't know. This is an odd one to me. I'll see what the other reviewers have to say on this one, but yeah, for me, I'm getting a dark fruity pumpkin, and a little bit of spices. All right, spookometer on this one. I think it's like 4. Like, it's got a moodiness to it. I would definitely say it's moody. But I don't find it particularly spooky per se. So I would say my favorites out of the bunch, Stingy Jack. That was the toasted jack-o'-lantern lid, charcoal embers, wood fire, hickory smoke. I'm gonna give this like an 8 out of 10. I know I kind of skipped that in the beginning, but this Stingy Jack, I'm gonna give it like an 8 out of 10. It's just so smoky and fiery. One of my top favorites of this. Another top favorite that we had is Soul Cake. This was just that amazingly beautiful blend of potpourri spices. Really nice. Again, kind of along the lines of a pomander. Actually, now that I'm looking, I don't know really what a soul cake exactly is, but that almost looks like a pomander, you know, so I wonder if that's a cake where you stick cloves in it. So that could be that. Autumn Storm, whoopsies, Autumn Storm, that dead leaf beauty of a scent. That's incredible. Guising, also really interesting, very unique Halloween candle, unique take on Halloween. Like that quite a lot. The Raven's Hollow. I'm going through all the candles now, I just realized, but there's so many good ones here, but these are the ones that stood out to me. But again, Raven's Hollow, really nice smoky. I want to smell this one again. Foggy cedarwood smoke scent. Delicious, wonderful, very understated as well, so that's delicate. Those are my standouts of the bunch, I would say. What is tarot like again? Vintage books, red licorice. I like tarot, but I would say, yeah, my top 5 are going to be the Raven's Hollow, the Spooky Jack, Autumn Storm, Guising, and Soul Cake. Those are my standouts of this launch, and probably Crop Circle would have been up there had we had it. I'm gonna keep bugging you, Virgil, about this just to make it a little bit more fun. But yeah, this is amazing. Virgil, thank you so much for sending these over. I can't wait to burn them. I may end up doing a post-burn review. We'll see. This is quite a few candles to do a review of, so maybe I'll do a post-burn of like my top picks. Maybe I'll do these top 5 and post-burn them. It was great to have you here in the Haven. If you're not yet a member of the community, if you're not yet a Haven dweller, please do join me, subscribe to the channel, and let me know you're here. Leave me a comment. That is really helpful to me. It's really helpful to be connected to the community and to hear from you guys. That always makes this side of the camera feel so much more engaged and worth it. And yeah, I really enjoy hearing from you. So thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for being with me, and hope that you're having a wonderful start to the summer. Super nice to be with you again, and can't wait to see you again.